What's going on, guys? It is Goalazio here. Welcome back to another FIFA 19 career mode video. Guys, today I am bringing you the best hidden gems you can sign from Liverpool. So this series is where I look into particular teams and find the best hidden gems that you can actually find. Players with high potential, which isn't necessarily going to cost you like 40-50 million pounds, but they can get to that value in a couple of seasons time. But before I go on into the players, be sure to hit that like button. Of course, if you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that big red button right down there. Your support's been absolutely amazing. We're very close to 1700 subs, which is just brilliant. I think we're like 30 away or maybe a bit more, which is just amazing. So just thank you very much. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on into the first player. Right, guys, so the first player we're going to be looking at is Alexander-Arnold. To be honest, he's not really a hidden gem anymore. If I introduced you to him last season, he definitely would have been. But this guy is ridiculously cheap for his actual starter rating. He's 80 rating, he's valued at around £17 million. You can sign in the top end of me actually signing him was around 19 to 20, which is, to be honest, for an 80 rated right back, which is going to go up to 89 potential, is absolutely incredible. He does have 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, but his main stat is that crossing. He has 85 crossing, so if you are pushing forward, he's very good at getting the ball into the box. And also this particular player, which is what I really liked about him, because he has really good free kick accuracy, which usually is really difficult to find in a good player. Like, you need to sacrifice something. But with Alexander-Arnold, you're not sacrificing anything. You have a good defender, you have a good winger, and you have a good free kick taker. Very good player to have on your side. Coming in next, guys, a little cheaper than our previous candidate of Alexander-Arnold. It is Ben Woodburn. Tried to sign him a Blackburn Rovers career mode, but unfortunately his value went up quite a lot in the third season. But if you do try to sign him in your first or your second season, he is only going to cost you around £2 million, which in all fairness is not too shabby for the central attack midfielder. Starting off at 68 rated with an 85 potential, so a really good growth there. With 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. That's kind of the only downside that he has. He doesn't have our skill moves, which would be really helpful in that attack midfield position. He does have some decent pace for the attack at around 80 pace. Balance is really good. His agility's at 80 as well. So he has some really high stats to actually begin with in that low rated. And he does have around 71 ball control. So be sure to sign him. If you do wait a couple of seasons, you will actually be able to get him on a pre-contract in all fairness, which I actually have the ability to do because his contract is valid till 2022. So you can actually check him out that way. But anyway, let's go on to the next player. This player is probably the biggest growth player for Liverpool, growing by 24, which is absolutely insane. The guy can play right back, he can play centre back, he is 6 foot. It is, however, Kiana, I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong. He is valued at around 500k though, so he is going to cost you next to nothing. But the right back, if you want a cheaper option compared to Alexander-Arnold, does have around a 74 pace to actually begin with, which, let's be honest, guys, is not too shabby considering if you are in a League 2, League 1 side. So you can actually develop him in really well. So consider actually trying to sign him, especially on that low budget. But he does have around £4,000 wage. So the only downside with a lot of players from these big teams is that they tend to have a higher wage count than a lot of other players. Yes, there's only about 2 to 3 mil, but usually if you sign from a lower rated side, they're only on a couple £100 to or a low end £1,000 wage. But anyway, still a good player to sign. Now we're moving from the defense up to the midfield. It is the one and only English midfielder, Curtis Jones, only 17 years old at the moment, and he's valued at £550,000 with a £7,000 wage. Grows from 61 to 82, so a nice 21 growth there considering, and of course he's going to cost you next to nothing. So what I would actually do with this player, this is my personal opinion, because let me be honest, he has little standout stats which I always mention: agility and balance. Very good central midfielder, especially if you're in League 1 League 2 side, even when you get the Championship, in all fairness. But of course this particular player isn't going to be Champions League material. He's going to get there, he's going to be more of a reserve. What I would do personally, I would sign him either way. in your first season, sign him straight away and get him into your team and then sell him in the future. That's my personal opinion with Curtis Jones. You might really like him as a player and be like, he works really well for me. But my only thing I've noticed this year, when you get that Champions League spot, it's a lot harder with lower rated players. So you need those higher rated players. But nevertheless, Curtis Jones, valued only around 550,000, definitely a player to bring in your side if you are a low rated team, League 2, League 1, definitely. Of course, you need someone to score the goals, ladies and gentlemen. We have the one and only Brewster, who's coming in at 62 rated with potential of 82. He's 5'9", so not the tallest, but he is definitely the fastest with the most agility. And the great thing with this player, as I mentioned, if you have gone in a low rated side, this guy's going to absolutely dominate. And to be fair, I think as well, even if you're in the Championship or a low-end Premier League side, he's going to dominate as well. And that's because his agility and balance are really high for his rating. And he has a pretty decent acceleration at around 78 there, which is really good. And his finishing is only 66 to begin with, but nevertheless, that's still higher than his overall rating, and now will improve over time. But that initial starter rating, he develops and gets straight into the pack. Just because of that agility and balance, he's really, really strong. That's always those key attributes, in my opinion. No matter what the overall rating is, if he has high agility and high balance, he's going to be better than most players on the field. Maybe you're after someone who needs to assist your striker. This particular player is kind of a bit of a random one. He can play left wing and he can play right back. That's a bit of a difference, isn't it? But we do have Camacho, who is a 62 rated starter player with an 81 potential. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, valued a little more than the most recent players that we've actually looked at 625,000 with an 8 grand wage. Yet again, another very fast customer to have in your side if you're in a League 1 or League 2 team. Very pacey down that right-hand side. The only left-hand side, even I should say, the only downside is those skill moves again, because you want to try and cut in and have that ability, but nevertheless, you can cut in quite easy without the skill moves. One thing I've actually noticed really well that works with him is that I tend to play a 4-3-2-1, which has a left forward and a right forward. If he's playing in that left forward position, he can easily cut back, and the midfielder tends to be there. And he can pass the ball very, very easily. And he is right-footed as well. So cutting in and shooting is a big, big thing here. But anyway, at that 8 grand wage, is he worth it? Let me know in our comments section below. Now, I'm giving you a higher rated player at 78 rate, and he's going to cost you around £16 million. You see on screen is the one and only Joe Gomez. 21 years old, 6'2", pairing with Van Dijk would be absolutely incredible, to be truthfully honest. But this particular centre-back, one of the reasons I've decided to actually put him into the side is because his acceleration and sprint speed are at 83, which is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely incredible for a 6'2" centre-back. 81 interceptions, is marking absolute perfect for a defender. Same with his stand tackling, slide tackling. Nothing really too much to scream about, but it's absolute perfect. 80 strength, which is huge. That's going to grow constantly, which is absolutely brilliant. But he is going to cost you, though, around that £16 million mark. So you are going to need a bit of a budget. So low-end Premier League team, this guy's absolutely perfect for you. Because one of the great things with some of these players, which are not necessarily in the starting 11 or kind of in the reserves, is that when you are a lower-end Premier League team with limited budget, you can get them a little cheaper than normal, than if he was actually in the starting 11. If he was in the starting 11, you're probably going to be paying double the price, right? But because he's not, you're going to get him a little cheaper. Anyway, guys, that is Joe Gomez. Absolutely incredible player to have on your side. But anyway, guys, they were the best Liverpool hidden gems you can sign in FIFA 19 career mode. Let me know your favourite. Let me know your favourite Liverpool player in the comments right now. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are they going to win the league as well? That is going to be an exciting time at the moment with some of these players featuring in the final squads over the next few games for Liverpool. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for the amazing support on the channel. It's been absolutely brilliant. We're closing down 2,000 subscribers. We're close to 1,700 at the minute, which is just brilliant. If we get 2,000 soon, that'd be just, oh, that'd be so chuffed. I'd be really chuffed. Your just support's been brilliant. The comments as well. I just want to mention a couple of things. The comments have been absolutely brilliant. You all get involved with offering different players that I may have missed in my hidden gems, because as I say, everyone's opinion is different. So let me know your thoughts. And a lot of you are commenting, and a lot of you are just saying how much I help you as well in your career modes, especially with the more expensive players now. So I love bringing that to you, and I will bring more expensive videos to you very soon, just to share with you, because of course hidden gems are great if you're doing a road to glory. But if you're in the stage that I am in my career mode, Season 3 Champions League football, you need star players. You need 85, 84s, 86 rated players. And you need to get them for decent price as well. And I'm bringing all that to you guys. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you very much for the support. Of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Just one thing extra to mention. I go on holiday tomorrow, so I will not be replying to comments for the next week, but there are videos going up, just so you all know, but unfortunately I won't be able to reply until I get back, so I'll be replying to all my comments when I get back there. So I do apologize if you ask a question and I don't reply, but if you do, still comment, and I'll see you next time. Anyway, thank you for your support, and guess what, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.